AskReddit by Curious Anime Nerd. If you had the ability to bring back a cancelled series, what would it be? There was this show called Awake. Started Jason Isaacs and had Dylan Minnette in it too. Guy gets in a car accident and then can't determine which reality is his real one. In one, his wife died in the car accident and his son lived, in the other the opposite. When he goes to bed with his wife, he wakes up in the reality where she died and his son lived. It was a mindfuck and I loved it. Trailer still exists. https://yahoo.be/cfpvoiqkfvk. This show and others on NBC, Life with Damian Lewis, for example, got cancelled when the experiment with Jay Leno hosting a 10 p.m. talk show occurred. IMHO, this was one of the biggest mistakes ever made on TV. NBC lost a lot of good shows. Still pisses me off. I want TLC and the History Channel to go back to being about learning and history. For anyone who loved Discovery, Animal Planet, and History Channel before they went stupid, I recommend Nat Geo Wild, and Smithsonian respectively. Great quality content about real things instead of Bigfoot, skinwalkers, and ghosts. Forever. A bit ironic that it was cancelled after the first season. Great actors, great characters. I loved Forever so much. They did that dirty by cancelling it. At least I'm able to get my fix with Harrow. Erie, Indiana. The first season was standalone eps, but season 2 had a whole story building about -X and why so many weird things happened in the town before they cancelled it. Loved that show. Showed it to my wife for the first time on Prime back in October. Such a great middle ground in between Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark nostalgia wise. Amazon's version of The Tick. It was cancelled for a stupid reason. New TV exec took over and wanted to scrap all the shows from previous TV exec. Yeah, this was my pick too. The show was well done and really captured the humor from the original cartoons and comic. I wish another service would have picked it up. Bring back Expanse in 5 years for the final arc. Well, this is really a tragic way to discover the Expanse isn't getting another season. Guess it might be time for the books. I would bring back I Am Not Okay With This. That first season held so much promise and I would have loved to see how dark they could have made the story go. But I suppose a good show getting cancelled is Netflix's MO at the moment. This is the one I was looking for. They had a gem there. The cast was incredible. Eureka and Warehouse 13. I always loved Eureka. Better Off Ted. The episode where they had to hire white people to follow the black employees around so the automatic lights would work for them is amazing. A show way ahead of its time. Travelers. I loved that show. At least they wrapped it up and didn't leave us on a cliff. Pushing Daisies. The facts were these. It had been 13 years 6 months 4 days 14 hours 22 minutes and 19 seconds since the show everyone had loved had been cancelled. Metalocalypse. Stops Cop is Me. Dead Like Me. Without a second's doubt. Also loved this show. Very rewatchable. Could have run longer. A lot of the cast have been in other shows since, but all their best performances characters were in Dead Like Me. MXC. Guy La Douche. Rome. Or Deadwood. It is weird to think that part of why Rome was cancelled was because it was so expensive at $9 million per episode, and today Rings of Power is reportedly $60 million per. Mindhunter. Yup. Their plans for season 3 sounded incredible as well. Heroes, but only if they go back to how season 1 was. 100% agree, just more heroes like season 1. A bit more horror, less time travel, just no time travel dimension travel, it just ruins everything. There will always be mistakes with time travel. Jericho. Just finish it for fuck's sake. This is one I always think of. There have been many series that have been cancelled too soon, but this one sucked the most. Duck Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Yes. This show was so unique and interesting and I'm sad it was cancelled. The Boondocks. Fuck, I miss that show. It'll never be the same without Granddad. R.I.P. John Witherspoon. After reading this thread, it should be titled "Which show should you never start because you'll be disappointed by not having a concision?" Thanks to all of you, I know what to avoid. Also, Game of Thrones. I wish they hadn't stopped at season 6. I hope they decide to finish it someday. The It Crowd. UK version OBS. More than one version exists? Reminds me of when every other county tried to make their version of that 70s show. Duck Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Or obligatory Firefly comment. Stop cancelling shows with Alan Tudyk. Limitless. My favorite thing about that show is it wasn't derivative. They didn't spend 22 episodes teasing an attraction between the two leads. It might be the reason it wasn't popular enough to continue. I also really like that they had an attractive female lead that they didn't sexualize. They never had an episode where she inexplicably had to go undercover as a stripper or something. Great show. Teen Titans, the good one. Slade was such a great character. I really liked Batman Beyond too. They weren't afraid to get dark when the story needed it. Take a shot every time you see Firefly. Not taking as many shots as I thought. Maybe how I have it ordered, but I've only seen Firefly mentioned thrice. If I were to take a shot each time I saw the OA, I would be well and truly dead. Freaks and Geeks. Edit. Thank you all for the awards. At least it had a decent ending. I found Daniel playing D and Amp D with the geeks and having a sincerely good time to be oddly heartwarming. If I had the ability to bring back a series Invader Zim and Symbionic Titan. Flash forward. Was looking for this. A comedy show called Happy Endings. I came here to say this. It didn't end on a cliffhanger or anything. I just want more episodes with these characters.